That was honestly one of the most remarkable games of chess I've ever witnessed. How on earth did you get this idea to march your king up the board?
Okay, I analyzed the line earlier with a friend, but then I considered king f4 too risky if I had considered it at all. I don't know. And yesterday in the evening I looked at it and looked at it with a computer and found that there was nothing more than a draw for black, and the lines were fairly complicated. So when I informed my second, Grandmaster Igor Stoll, that I was going to play this line, I was joking that I might be disqualified either for pre-arranging a draw or for playing with computer, because it really looked so. So Igor suggested that I should play quickly or show that it was my preparation, that I'm not playing with computer, and I replied, well, maybe, but if it finished in a quick draw, I should on the contrary insist that it was I was playing by myself and that it was no preparation.
Well, I mean, you did play incredibly quickly. At some stage you were over an hour up on the clock, and maybe, dare I suggest, if you'd been a little slower, maybe you could have put the game away quicker. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. You told me that I probably should not have taken the exchange, but I couldn't see anything better. Maybe I would have found something better if I had spent more time, but basically it's a completely different story when one is playing this and when one is sitting at the computer and analyzing this. Okay.
You're absolutely right. And I have to say, your calculating once again in the rook and pawn endgame was fantastic.
Okay, it was not fantastic because it was not very systematic, but I calculated quite a lot, and I believe most of it was correct. Even though when I checked yesterday's game with computer, I found that despite of my 30 minutes thought, I still failed to understand all the subtleties, and that I still didn't make the correct move yesterday. But okay, today it looked good, the end game I mean. I think Radek should have taken on c2 and then he can play king d3, and I couldn't see how to win. I saw several attempts, but none of them seemed convincing enough to me.
But the point is, you don't need to calculate perfectly, you only need to calculate better than your opponent.
Yes. But also intuition plays some role. Maybe not exactly here, but okay, I needed to compare the lines one with another. I mean, when I considered whether I should play rook g8 or rook g6, I needed to evaluate all the pro and contra. Okay, and it was quite complicated because both of the moves had some advantages and disadvantages. I think I decided correctly, but okay, it's very complicated, really.
Have you ever played a game that looks anything like this before?
Well, I did.
Yeah, when?
Yes, in 2010 I played the game Navara Velička at the Czech Championship in round 3, and it was very crazy. But in that game there were many more mistakes, unfortunately. But it was an amazing game otherwise. But okay, maybe from the objective point of view, nothing special, but really amazing back then. I fell in love with one girl, and I was rather thinking about the girl than the game. Okay, she didn't fall in love with me. Okay, but
did you win the game?
Yes, I did. I was lucky. I won it, and I scored 8.5 out of 9 back then.
Some compensation, maybe.
Yes. Okay, now I have much more modest expectations, of course, but it's pleasant to play good chess sometimes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.